Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content and I also do what's called the Word of the Day. I also have videos and shorts of me and my family having fun together. So if you like what you see and hear, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For those of you returning, happy Saturday. Hope everyone's having a great one. I know we've had a busy Saturday. We took the kids to the library and then we took them to Dave and Buster's and it was an all-day event and everybody's napping and I'm up. So I took a small nap and I could definitely go back to sleep, but I have laundry to do. But before the laundry, my favorite part of the day, the word of the day. So today we are going to be reading from Second Corinthians. And this is another, excuse me, I feel famous verse that people quote a lot. So my question to you today is, have you ever had a bad thought? I mean, like ever thought badly of yourself or just had a negative thought? Of course you have. We all have negative thoughts. There was some type of test that was done or some type of, I don't know, census or something that measured that we have more negative thoughts a day than positive thoughts. Like the negative thoughts outweigh the positive. And that totally makes sense because in this world of sin, it's like all we see is bad, 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 bad. There seems to be an overage of bad and not enough good. So if we have a thought, it's more than likely to be negative than it is positive. But there is a way we can change those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. And the perfect verse is 2 Corinthians in chapter 10, verse 5, which I'm sure all of you have heard, but I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. It says, "We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take it captive, every thought, and make it obedient to Christ." And that's what you're supposed to do. These negative thoughts that you have, take them captive and make them obedient to God. Flip them around into something positive because we can't be negative. I know we live in a negative world and it seems like bad things are happening all the time. But trust me, there are some good things and good people out in this world. It really is. But I just love this verse so much because I do find myself having more negative thoughts than positive thoughts. And I'm like, how do you combat that? How do you flip the negative to a positive? And that's by verse 5. You take those thoughts captive and make them obedient to God. Anything negative, take it and flip it. And that's what I love to do. That's what helps get me through my days, especially on my job, which can be a negative environment sometimes. And I'm thinking all the worst, and then something says, okay, well, wait a minute. What if it goes this way instead? And that's what we're doing. We're taking those negative thoughts, capturing them, and making them obedient to God and saying, okay, God, I know what you say is the truth. And this negative thought, that's something from the enemy, that's something from the devil. Let's flip this on its side. And I know it's probably easier said than done, but we have to get into the practice and doing it. It's just like working out your muscles. If you practice doing it every day, you'll get stronger and stronger at it. So that way, when those negative thoughts do come in, you know how to flip them and turn them on their side and make them positive. And I think this is great for everybody to use because we all have negative thoughts throughout the day. Even if you're the most positive person, you have negative thoughts every now and again as well. But to combat, this will help us. We'll just take all those thoughts and flip them. And also stay in prayer. Ask God to help you. Say, you know what, God, I know the truth. And that's what I say a lot of times. I'm like, you know what? I know what the truth is. And that negative thought, that's from the enemy. And so I just go ahead and just chuck it. And then I'll find another verse in the Bible that relates to that. If it's something about anxiety, I'll, just read something just to give me encouragement to keep moving forward. I don't sit there and wallow in that negative space because all it's going to do is get worse and worse and worse. And that's what the devil wants anyway. He wants you to just sit and have your own pity party. But God's like, no, you're better than that. So let's remember when those negative thoughts come in, let's take them captive and make them obedient to God and flip them on their side and make them positive. Because guess what? The fact that you're still here and you're breathing, that's a sign that you have life in you and God is not done with you yet and you still have things to do. So for that, you should be grateful and be praising God about that and thanking him. All right. So that's what I wanted to speak to you guys today. Again, it was 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. I hope this blessed you guys. I love you and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.